I will start with the first one. Um, okay, I already see a mistake there. So I'll just put it like that. It's Lady what? It's Lady Do Limited. Now, Lady Do Limited issued an invoice for 187,500 to a debtor A. Kathrada. The bookkeeper kept the invoice in a drawer and forgot to record it. What is that? It's sale. Okay. So how many accounts are affected there again? How many accounts will be affected? It's not 2, but it's 4. And which accounts will be affected there? The first one will be sales. Okay. I have to do this. Two accounts affected, guys. I'm going to debit debtors. Control. What is the selling price? It's 187,000. $187,500. And I'm going to credit sales by the same amount, which is 187,500. Done. We sold goods, guys. Here, goods were not returned. Instead, they were sold. If they were returned, we were going to debit debtors, allowances. But here, they were not returned. They were sold. Okay. But I'm going to do it a little bit different today. Do you see I debited debtors control, and what did I credit? I'm going to go to those accounts in the general ledger immediately. So what must I do to my debtors control? I'm going to debit it by sales. This comes from the general journal, and the amount will be 187,500. And just leave it like that. Why is debtors control increasing? It's because we sold goods on credit. How do we know we sold goods on credit? Because we issued an invoice. Okay. And that will increase sales. Where's sales here? There it is. So for sales, I'm going to have balance brought down. How much was it in my trial balance? 2 million, 21 million, 250,000. And then I'm going to add what here? I'm going to add debtors control, which comes from the general journal. How much was that? 187,500. Leave it like that. I've done it in the general journal. I've done it in the general ledger. The only thing that I need to do it in is my financial statement. So how much is sales there? You said it's 21,250,000. You're going to add 187,500. And then where else am I going to go? Trade and other receivables. What was the balance in my debtors control? 700,000. What am I going to do with that 700,000? I'm going to add 187,500. Finally, I'm done with that 187,500. Yes. Because debtors control is people that owe us. So we record it in trade and other receivables as trade debtors. It represents people that owe us. I'm done with that 187. But guys, that entry doesn't only affect 2 accounts. It affects how many accounts? 4. Which account am I going to debit? Cost of sales. We said this last year. Did I want to say yesterday? We said this last year, guys. Cost of sales only increases whenever we sell. And it increases on the debit side. It's an expense. But now it's tricky here because we have 187,500. And I want the cost price. How do I get the cost price? Multiplied by 100 over 150. 250. Thank you. Which is 100 plus 150, which is 250. Understand that. And then you close brackets to get your cost price. How much is it? 75,000. By the way, I did this morning, okay, in a hurry. And then what am I going to have here? Trading stock, okay? I'm going to create trading stock by how much? 75,000. Why is trading stock decreasing? We sold. Okay. To be honest, narrations are just a waste of time, especially for exam purposes. Because it's like you're explaining the transaction. So the narration for this will be that cost of sales is increasing because we sold. Trading stock is decreasing because we sold. Like, why would I want you to explain that? But in the real world, you'll have to write it down, okay? To be honest, guys, in the real world, you don't do this. You just enter the correction of error into the system. And what does the computer do? Do you see what I'm doing right now? The computer will do it automatically. Question is, why are you studying it? So that you can program the computer to do this. Someone said to me, but why must I do chartered accountancy when everything will be done by computers? But the same people, when I ask them, why do people still study medicine when everything will be done by robots? It's the same thing, okay? Everything you do right now, guys, you have to integrate it with IT. Right now, I'm not standing on the board writing this. Instead, I'm typing it. This is IT. This is where we're going. And it makes your life easy. If you didn't understand something, you go home, you play it, and you rewind. Okay, I'm not done. I'm going to go to the general ledger. Which account will be affected there again? Trading stock. What's going to happen to trading stock? It'll decrease, okay? So I'm going to have what here? I'm going to have cost of sales. In the general journal, the amount will be how much? 75,000. Sorry, guys, that I'm mistaking those handouts. I literally prepared this in how many minutes? It was 10 minutes, right? Yes. Oh, thank you. How much? No, it was there already. It was there already. Yes. Check. Is it not there? Please put it in. Okay. All right. Um, what else will be affected there? Come on, we don't have cost of sales here. You guys are so lucky. No, those two empty blocks are for something else, okay? So we're gonna leave cost of sales out. Instead, where are we gonna go? We're gonna come here, okay? Open brackets. What do we have as cost of sales? 8.5 million, but I'm gonna add it with what? 75,000. For those that like memorizing, guys, please note that when sales go up, cost of sales also go up. When sales go down, cost of sales also go down. Okay, I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Guys, if the account is not there, do not prepare it. Don't draw it. If it's not there, it means that I don't want it. Okay? Yes. If you watch yesterday's video, you will know what those empty blocks are for. Okay. And unfortunately, I can't. Things like cost of sales, I'll give them to you. I will normally give them to you, especially if it has a balance. It means that I should give it to you. Those blank ones don't have balances at all. Sorry? No, trading account is there. Isn't trading account there? It is there. So it's not for trading account. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Am I done? Okay, I've done trading stock now. I need to go to, oh, we haven't done it. You guys are so lucky. We haven't done. So we are done in essence. Okay, we are done. We are done. With that 75,000, I'm done. All right. I'm done with the first one. Wow, wow, wow. What does she say? Wow, wow, wait. Now let's say wow, wow, wait, limited. What do they say here? Rent for February 2024 was not received. Cause for concern there. Why? When is the beginning of the year, guys? 1 March 2023. And when is the end of the year? 29. This year is 29. Fair. Okay. Meaning that there was something here. Okay. When was the increase again? Yo, September is far, eh? So I'll just put it here. All right. And I'm gonna take this November here and move it here. You said it's the 1st of September. What happened on the 1st of September? Rent increased by 800. Awesome. That is so cool. Now, if it increased by 800, how much was it before September? How much was rent in this period? In this period, how much was rent? Do we know? In this period here, how much was rent? Thank you. It is 6x. We don't know how much it was, but we know that it'll be 6x. So I'll just write 6x over there. But then, guys, it increased in September. Up until when? Which day of Feb? No way. On the 1st of Feb. Why do I put in the 1st of Feb? It's the beginning of the month, but why do I choose the 1st of Feb? Why do I say that it was increased from September until the 1st of Feb? Because it was not received for Feb. Okay, it was not received for Feb. So that's why I'm stopping right at the beginning of Feb. You guys understand now why I get so mad when you guys don't do your homework. Literally, I have to sit by myself and do all of this. And then you don't do the work. Yo. That's when I feel like giving you a change of subject form immediately. Because you're not taking me seriously. You think I'm Trevor Noah. I'm not Trevor Noah's delivery, okay? How many months will those be, guys? So this will be, no, these ones here. It was 5. But was it X? What was it? X times 800. Plus, guys. Why do we know that we have to plus here? Because it's not a percentage. If it's not a percentage, you don't multiply, you add. If it's not a percentage, you don't multiply, you add. Then after this, guys, I'm going to highlight this part here in green. Can you guys tell me why? Why not red, but in green? That is, it was not received. Okay, it was not received. Now, let's do the math. Let's forget about accounting and let's do the math. I will. Technology is failing me now. Okay. Let me compromise. And when I compromise, this is what I will do. So what are we going to have there? 6x plus oh, yes, it's 5. Thank you. It's 5. It's 5. So it's going to be 6x plus, come on. What is this thing doing now? Okay, it'll be 6x plus what? 5 into x plus 800. I prefer to write it in rand. And this will be equal to how much? 257,000. Multiply that out. What do you get? You still get 6x plus 5x. And then plus 3,000, 4,000. And this will give you 257,000, right? What's next? 11x is equals to 257. Hi, guys, we're not in grade 8. Oh, wow. 257? No. How much? How much? 253. Thank you. Oh, wow, guys, we're not doing grade 8 maths. And And now what is X? What is X? 23,000. But this 23,000 is before the increase. What will be the February rent then? How much will it be? 23,800. The February rent 2024 will be 23,800. Did we receive this? So what is it? It's accrued income. It's accrued income. Can I move on? Guys, once you're done with the maths, then you celebrate, okay? Celebrate, you're done, you're done. Okay, guys? Yes. Hopefully. Am I free? Yes, I'm free. Okay, guys, you can go. Yeah. Can I show it to you? Guys, this is for yesterday. Take pictures, take pictures. How's it? Nation. I'm still waiting for my video. You're saying? So to continue recording this, I am simply going to take that accrued expense and write it here. So I will have not accrued expense, accrued income. I will have accrued income here. And I don't know why I wrote carry down there. It will be brought down. We actually didn't have brought down, if I'm not mistaken. My bad. We didn't have brought down. So it'll be carried down. So accrued expense, because it's an accrued income, because it's an asset, it will increase on the debit side. So I am going to write here rent income, general, and the amount will be 23,800. And my total will be the same amount, 23,800. And my balance carried down for accrued income will be 23,800. My total will be 23,800. Because it is an asset, it will have balance carried down as well as balance brought down. Okay, so it's a plus minus, it's an asset. It's basically income that we have earned, but we have not yet received. Then I'm going to go to my financial statements. In my financial statements, I will go to rent income. When I get to rent income, I will open brackets. The rent income I was given was 257,000. Let me go up to confirm that. It's 257,000. That 257,000, I am going to increase it by 23,800. And it'll give me my total. And to calculate the total here, I'll say 257,000 plus 23,800. It'll give me 280,800. So I'm going to get here 280,800. Then I'm going to go to trade and other receivables. Here I will include accrued income again because it's an asset, and it will be 23,800. And just leave it there. All right. I'm done basically with rent income. Now I'm going to go to the last one. It says that on the 1st of December 2023, the entity paid an insurance amount of 85,000 for 8 months. So this transaction was not recorded. So this 85,000, guys, was never in there. It was never in there. It's not in that 340. So you can't do what you normally do. It was never included, okay? So since it was never included, so far what we normally do is to exclude what is included, and that was not supposed to have been included. But here it was not included at all, okay? So that 85,000 Rand was paid on the 1st of December. So I'm going to put December here. It was paid on the 1st of December, which is around here. All right. So December will be around here. That's when it was paid. So basically, it'll cover us from the 1st of December. It's December 2023. So it'll cover us from the 1st of December 2023
for 8 months. So it'll be December, January. Did I say the 1st of December? Yes, it'll be December. Okay, that's the first month. These ones, I'm just gonna do them in a different color so that you don't get confused. Let me just do this in blue, okay? This relates to insurance. So it covered us for December, and then January, February, March, April, May, June, July, until the end of July, okay? So basically, it'll cover us for this period until July. And so basically from there until here, okay? And from As you have seen, I got it disturbed a little bit. So now you realize that this is for us for 8 months, but only 3 months of the 8 months fall into the financial year, and the other 5 months fall outside the financial year. So the other 5 months that fall outside the financial year, I will simply, so this will be 5 months. Okay, let me just, it'll be 5 months that fall outside the financial year. So outside the financial year. Now, the 5 months that fall outside the financial year, I will highlight them in red. They indicate that that is the insurance amount that we have to recognize as prepaid expense. And the one that is falling inside the financial year, this is the actual expense that must be included in the insurance amount. So since it must be included in the insurance amount, normally this transaction will be recorded in the CPJ, but because it's correction of error, what I'm going to do is to debit my insurance, all right, by that amount, which was 31,750, if I'm not mistaken. 31,875. It's 31,875. It increases your insurance expense, and I'm going to credit bank, okay, because it was paid, right? And that will be 31,875. It was never recorded, so we're gonna record it. And when you go to your insurance expense account, you will have, so for insurance expense, Now, please note that with the months that fall outside the financial year, as I've said, which is 5/8, that will be our prepaid expense, okay? Now, to record those months, all we're going to do is just to take the 85,000, multiply it by 5 and divide it by 8, and that will give us 53,125. This 53,125 represents a prepaid expense. Okay, it represents a prepaid expense. So basically, we have paid for it. So since we have paid for it, let me just write it here. It represents prepaid expense because it is an expense that we have already paid but have not incurred, okay, but have not incurred. We paid for it, and prepaid expense is an asset because that money that we have paid in advance is an asset to us. It is owed to us, okay? So since it is owed to us with respect to insurance, it means that they must cover us in those couple of months, in those 5 months. Now, to record it, I'm going to debit prepaid expense by 53,125 and then credit bank. Could have done this in one entry, which is 53,125, okay? And when you put it in the general ledger, you're gonna debit prepaid expenses up down here by 53,125, get the total, which must be the same on both sides. And the difference will be balance carried down, and it will be that 53,125. And that 53,125, I'll write it here as balance brought down. So my balance brought down will be that 53,125. Okay. And that's it when it comes to prepaid expense. Now, bank is affected here, obviously. When it comes to our insurance expense, you will just take the 340,000 and then add the 31,875, which is the insurance that fell within the current financial year. And this will give us our insurance expense of 371,875. So it'll be 371,875. But as I've said, that 31,875, we are going to record it here. Well, we actually have recorded already, but the one that falls outside the financial year, the one that falls outside the financial year, I am going to write it here as prepaid expense. And it was 53,000 something. Let me just check quickly. It was 53,125. Okay. That's what I'm gonna write here, 53,125, and then get my total for trade and other receivables. So it will be 23,800 plus 53,125, and that will give me 76,925. And that will be my trade and other receivables. And for my trade and other payables, I will have 250,000, because that is all I've got when it comes to trade and other payables. There's nothing that goes in there. Okay. I'm just trying to check if I've done everything. I noticed that we haven't done debtors allowances. I've pretty much done everything here. The only thing that I haven't done is everything that relates to debtors allowances. So what am I going to do with that 255,000? I will call it a closing transfer. So you will take it to sales, okay? It was 200 and, let me just go back and check. It was 255,000. I will take it straight to sales because there were no extra debtors allowances. So it's 255,000. And I will credit debtors allowances, meaning that after this entry, I will not have any debtors allowances anymore. And this will be 255,000 done. Okay. The next thing will be to take all the sales that I've got. So I'm going to decrease all the sales that I've got, the net sales that is. For me to find the net sales, I'm going to take the sales amount that it gave me there, which is 21,215. So I'm going to take 21,215 and subtract my total debtors allowances, which is 255,000. And this will give me my net sales. The fact that I'm debiting sales, it means that sales will be decreasing, and sales will decrease by the total amount of sales that is left, okay? And that will give me 20,995,000, okay? 20,995,000. All of that, I'm going to take it to trading account, okay? So on the credit side of trading account, I'm going to have 20,995,000. That's it. Okay. Now, after taking sales there, I'm gonna wait. There's something I'm leaving out with sales. I only took sales from the general and I forgot that one over there. I was supposed to have added it, which is 187,000. 187,500. Okay, it was supposed to have been included there. So basically, total sales will be 21,182,500. Okay, 21,182,500. All right. And then I'm going to go to cost of sales. So what I'm going to do with cost of sales, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take cost of sales to trading account. Remember, cost of sales increase on the debit side, but now I'm going to decrease them. And when I decrease them, the whole amount for cost of sales will go to trading account. And for me to get the amount for cost of sales, I'm going to go to my trial balance. Cost of sales is 8.5 million. So I will take that 8.5 million and subtract or add any cost of sales for goods that I've sold. There it is. I sold goods, so I'm adding. I'm not subtracting. I was going to subtract if I was dealing with debtors allowances, if there is any debtors allowances under adjustments. So what I'm going to do is just to add the 75,000. Okay. So when you take 8.5 million and add 75,000, it will give you 8,575,000. Okay, all of this, I'm going to take it out of cost of sales. All right. And that's what I will have. I hope we're still together there. Now, what I'm going to do is to get my gross profit. So my gross profit will be whatever I have left in the trading account. So I'm going to reduce my trading account on the debit side. Okay. Note that the trading account will increase on the credit side and it will increase by sales. And now I'm reducing everything. So what do I mean by everything? I'm going to take that 21 million, which is my net sales, 500, subtract all my cost of sales, my net cost of sales, which is 8,575,000. And let's see how much that gives me. So it is 21,182,500 minus 8,575,000. It gives me, okay, I hope I didn't make any mistake here. It gives me 12,607,500. Gives me 12,607,500, right? Am I right? Yes. And all of that, which is my gross profit, I'm going to take it to an account which is called, we will do this at the end, and that is called profit or loss, okay? So everything will be taken to profit or loss. And this is just your gross profit, okay? It is just your gross profit, and it will be 12,607,500. All right, and that is your gross profit. All of it will be taken to profit or loss, where we're gonna add other income and then subtract all the other expenses, okay? When it comes to debtors control, you can actually close this one. And so for your debtors control, you will write there balance carried down, which is the sum of this. It will be, okay, it'll be 887,500. And obviously that will be my balance brought down, which is 887,500. Done with debtors control. Same with my trading stock. I will just find, I'm just balancing these ones out, guys, okay? So for my trading stock, it decreased here. It did not increase, okay, because we sold goods. And I will have my balance carried down here, which is the 450,000, your minus 75,000. Let's see how much that gives us. 450,000 minus 75,000. It gives me 375,000. All right. I'm gonna have a lesson right now. With sales, you will close them against debtors allowances, okay? Please check part 2 of this video, as I will be finishing all of this off, just closing off what is still open. All right, guys. That's all for now.